King Roladine has sent missives across the land for help defending against invading outsiders. The players have each received this missive. The Kingdom of Tersant has known war like no other kingdom. However, warring with neighboring nations was never the case, for planar rifts tear open throughout the land and spit forth hordes of outsiders who wish to claim your land as their own. We have fought back against these outsiders time and again, through centuries of our existence, and have and always will prevail, he writes, adding, only one battle, approximately 200 years ago, saw a nearly untimely demise for our kin at Mountain's Scar. A beloved knight, Lord Aerick, led an army of courageous men and women to what could have been the final breath of life as we know it. Got ya.
I hope it sounds like that.
Oh, no, you don't. Not at the end of Hamilton, you don't.
Through his valiant efforts and with powers divine, Lord Aerick's Legion of the Aegis closed shut the largest rift recorded in history. Of course, this tale is told throughout the kingdom as anecdotes for perseverance and goodwill, and humanity as a whole. It garners respect the world over and led to the founding of the Brotherhood of the Aegis, a legion of your time, created to protect the land from the relentless rifts of the outsiders. Finally, he adds, brothers and sisters, I write to you asking for the able and willing to acquire a most holy artifact from the tome of Lord Aerick. He willed that, should the need arise, it should be used to quell the invading forces of the outsiders once more, through his vow to
His vow to brat.
Through his vow to forever protect the lands, even after life. So, Lord Aerick's tomb has been a sanctuary for travelers, adventurers, and pilgrims alike. Tales have spun as they do, that those who enter do not return. Some say a band of murderous criminals has taken up residence. Will you join them? Others say those who enter shall disappear from history entirely. But yet others will claim that those who enter are so moved by Lord Aerick's heroics that they too vow allegiance and are preserved should he be called on once more. So we have our brothers of the Aegis here, who have taken upon themselves accepting this request and delving into the mysteries of Lord Aerick's tomb, to retrieve the artifact that could possibly end these invasions, if not halt them for centuries to come. Be it through their mastery of arcane arts, through divine favors, battle prowess, knowledge of the outside, or vows to protect the kingdom. This task has called to them and pulled them from their stations to work together in a valiant effort to push back the outsiders.
Gee willikers, I heard they're a real nasty gang. I hope we're gonna be okay.
I don't like them. I don't like when people just take shit over like that.
If they're strong enough to be able to get through, then they deserve what they claim. But we deserve it more!
Yes, Trench. Yes, we agree.
Yes.
It's good.
And so, why don't we hear about some of your characters? We can start with Dice and work our way down the table.
My name is Crichton Joran. Am I giving a full backstory here type deal, or
Just
3 sentences or less?
Yeah, your character. Give us. You can give us your race, your class, and a quirk about you.
Let's see here. Are we still good?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go underneath again.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
We're up.
Sorry about that. The PC cam clicked out for a little bit, but it seems to be back.
Okay. So Crichton Joran, I am an exiled royal. I am a phoenix sorcerer type deal.
Look at me.
Sorry, I have.
think that's what
I need help. I am a split between ice and fire magic type deal, and a quirky trait about me is I smoke a lot of cigarettes when it's risky.
So you're like a...
It's always risky to
So
smoke
when he's at the
cigarettes.
gas
stress
station,
smoker.
he's got like 3 while he's pumping the gas. Real sketch.
I am a copper dragonborn paladin named Trench. Fun fact about Trench, he loves board games, he loves fighting, he loves board games, he likes ale, he likes fighting.
Did you say
We're
hail?
going somewhere with this.
Like the weather.
We're making
hail?
breakthroughs. Breakthroughs.
Trench is a simple man. He has a love of games, a love of beer, and a love of friendship. And if you get in the way of any of those... Next.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna mention hail. Apparently, that's not.
No, there was no hail!
What did you say?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Ale.
Ale.
Oh,
Thank you.
a love of ale. Yeah, like
Okay,
drinking.
All right. See that? I was just very confused.
He loves any weather pattern that can destroy things, really.
Well, that makes a lot of
Hey,
sense.
we're gonna get along great.
All right. So Zevran's boring. Kind of a boring human. He's Ranger Rogue. He comes from a wealthy family that has a lot to do with political things that happen in the world, but not good things. He broke away from that, trying to make a difference in hopes to reclaim his family's wealth and power to use to better means. He is technically a noble, but despite that, he sees himself and other people as the same, no matter of their status in society or otherwise. And this sets him apart from his life that he grew up in. And it's your turn, go.
Okay. I am playing Illican Deeproot. I am a wood elf, and I am a druid cleric multiclass. Illican came from a small village of Vervete, where as a young child he was prophesized to become an oracle of a deity that they worship. Through a series of events, he ended up helping his village overcome a virulent plague by discovering latent divine powers that he had within him, and a link to a goddess that he had no idea existed. After finding out what he was capable of, his elder sent him out into the world, and it brought him to the Brotherhood of the Aegis, where he now uses his power over the divine to help others achieve their goals against the rifts that are showing up.
So you approach a small. You're traveling through the woods. All right. You've got to make your way to Lord Aerick's tomb. It's I'd say it's about noon-ish. The weather is quite clear today. You do happen upon the entrance to the tomb. It's a small, I would call it a stopping point along pilgrimages. Pilgrimages? Is that
Yes.
right? Pilgrimages.
Yeah.
Pilgrimage.
They stop to make offerings. You can see that the offering plates, the offering bowls, the altar is empty. Outside, anyway. You do see two large statues that one has its arm out. It's kind of like, you know how you typically see the guards holding their swords together, crossed swords, allowing passage underneath anyway. One of the arms of the statues, however, is on the ground. You kind of have to clamber your way over top of it, but you can make your way in. There is a large iron-banded oak door at the end of this small sanctuary. This is where you would enter the tomb.
So is this sanctuary, the sanctuary that we entered through, is that in the outside or is that set into the cave?
It is just at the edge of a hillside, a
Okay.
cliff face, if you would. It's been dug out so that it can be a prominent feature in the lightly wooded area.
Okay.
Okay, so, alright.
I would like to pat my trusty horse Sancho and tie him up to the nearest tree. Sancho, you can't come in with me. Don't give me that look, I'm sorry. It's just, I will be right back. Just stay right here.
He says,
Oh, Sancho, you make me laugh.
I just kind of shake my head and light up one of my cigarettes.
it's risky already.
No,
Oh,
he's worried for the horse. It's gonna be left out there.
I
all
smoke
alone.
more when there's more risk.
oh, got it.
I'm trying to hold my tongue at this point.
And I guess I'll erase this plot point.
Can my horse fit through the door?
Your horse could fit through the... Well, I mean, he could fit through the door.
Probably
could.
not well.
I may call on you later.
I'm sure your faithful companion quite understands.
Oh, he understands me perfectly. He's been with me for a whole long enough time.
All right.
Precisely the right amount of time, I would say.
Thank you.
Well, unless there's anything...
I'm pushing on the door.
You're pushing on the
There's
door.
power behind them doors, and I want it.
The hinges seem a little rusty. It's a little stuck. You can probably open it about an inch or two.
Trench, my man.
Yes.
Door.
Love it.
I make a little show of like feeling around the crevices, like sliding my hand underneath it.
Yes.
I'm just like watching with like my hands in front of my mouth, like just observing. Really curious of what's gonna happen.
And then I pull my shield down from over my back and I just boom as hard as I can right into it.
All right, you're gonna bash the door. Give me a strength check.
Let's see them big numbers.
Check!
That's a 12.
A 12. What
The
is
hinges
it?
are rusty.
Was that including your modifier?
Yes.
You
I'm so
are
sorry.
able to budge that door about another inch.
I go. Oh, sorry. Let me try that again.
Go ahead, try it again. Yeah.
Yes,
That's a 21.
21.
Right.
You are able to knock the door off of its rusty hinges. And you're able to just splinter the door. It does fall down and slides down a set of stone stairs.
Well, at least we know we have an exit guaranteed.
You're welcome.
Great job, Trench.
It's quite something to see such feats of strength in person.
I like him.
I walk to Trench's side and kind of view down the stairs to see what lies ahead.
All right. When you look down the stairs, you see stairs.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm out. That's
gets-
too much.
It gets quite dark on the way down.
Oh, I just keep a puffing on my cig and start descending the steps. Probably about 4 steps down to turn and see if anybody else is following yet.
Whenever I see
Oh,
you
I
turn around and look, like I just kind of like easygoingly shrug and then start walking behind you guys.
I will bring up the very rear, drawing my bow as I follow, and just having it at the ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my quarterstaff out. Sorry.
So our order was our sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Are you sure you're the one to go first?"
Well, you were busy praising the other members. I figured I would take initiative.
I shove.
Stumbling.
Can we raise Xander's mic a little bit? Someone just hit me up about it.
Was that again or previously? 'Cause
It
we've
may
little
already-
have
bit.
been previous.
Yeah, I think
That was
a
previous,
while
yeah.
ago.
Maybe previously.
Resolved.
We're doing a little bit of troubleshooting right now, folks. You get to see it live.
Yeah, that's what you keep.
Love it. Okay, so our order was, please correct me if I'm wrong, Dice, Jane, Chia, and Jack.
Yes, sir.
Yep, seems good.
So, as you descend the steps, 1, 2, 3 at a time, you can hear that the footsteps are echoing quite far down these stairs. You're descending, it gets darker and darker and darker until it's who has night vision?
I
Or
do.
dark vision.
I do.
Half elf, dark vision, 60 feet.
All right.
Wood elf dark vision.
All
That's
right.
why I wasn't afraid.
Not me. Me, I'm blind.
Okay.
Me too.
Is
Useless
anyone having
humans.
trouble seeing
Yeah,
down
right.
here?
Yes.
Most of the time.
Light!
You cast light?
Yeah, on my hand.
Okay.
Just a red glow.
On your hand. You just got a glowing hand of the gods.
Yeah, when I raise my hand, my tattoos start to glow green until it reaches the palm of my hand, and then a flare of light comes out from my palm.
Excellent. Okay. How far does that illuminate?
Let's find out.
Do you have that?
I do
Light
not.
is 20 feet dim light, 20 feet bright light. However, in reverse order from where he's standing.
Right.
Really dark right in front of my face, but I can see over there.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
All right, got it. Just
I said,
making
no,
sure.
I did not take light because I have dark vision and I'm out for
Yeah,
self.
yeah. You got more important spells. You got way more important spells to take for your shit.
So you do happen upon a small, I guess you can call it a foyer. Ooh, fancy. It has kind of a domed ceiling. If you do look up, you can see quite a deteriorated mural. It is of, well, Let me see if you know what it is of. Let's get a knowledge or a history check, please.
Ooh, proficiencies.
From all of us?
Sure, yeah.
I love. Oh, I don't love history.
18 for me.
14.
What the fuck? You said these dice were hot?
Over here, remember the gravitational
Yeah,
pull of the
remember?
Earth?
No, he handed me Manda Pandas and was like, these were hot yesterday.
They were Monday, dog.
I got a fucking 6.
I got
7.
Proficiency!
I got a 7.
I got a 5.
18,
18.
Go ahead.
which was luck. Like, I'm terrible at that, but I rolled well.
Go ahead, your magic cards. You got this.
Yeah, right.
So, Zevran, you're able to recognize this through paintings that you can recall as you were growing up visiting many other high-end kind of museums, exhibitions, other mansions like the one you grew up in. You recognize this as more of like an original painting of Lord Aerick himself. You can tell by his sky blue eyes and his flowing black hair.
My gods, this painting alone would be worth, well, not a lot of money to me, but to most people would be. Let's just say that alone could be worth leaving. We could just take this. You know, we don't have to do any of this anymore. We could just take that.
Zevran, was it?
Yes.
You want to take the ceiling?
Well, the painting of the ceiling is remarking on. You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's move on. Surely there's something better than a.
But why would this particular painting itself be worth so much?
Because it's original. It's falling apart, but the craftsmanship, you only see recreations of this. This is not the people that my family knew would pay so much money just to have a fraction of this. You could take a piece of this ceiling.
Crichton. He doesn't know art.
It's okay. It's not his fault.
Your cigarette
right.
is burning so brightly.
Just one long draw.
The whole thing.
Cartoon all the way up.
Bugs Bunny-esque.
Yeah.
Brings the next one out.
You're right, Trench.
It's okay.
So what you're saying is that whenever this place was still in use, as I look around at all the debris and stuff everywhere, that it was a place of high note.
Yes.
Remember, we're talking to an audience.
Yeah, that's right.
That is a base explanation of it. That will do just fine.
Ooh, those are Crichton's favorite kind.
Base is good. Base is good.
In front of you, when you reach the bottom of the steps, not only do you have the beautiful ceiling, which you were able to notice as it kind of lit up and reflected quite a bit of light, in front of you, to the north, you do see one doorway, and to the right of you, to the east, you see a hallway. The stone floors are, I would say, well-worn, but also they are kind of shifting a little bit. This temple has been here for hundreds of years, again, built in commemoration of Lord Aerick and his Legion of the Aegis. So, with it being that old, it's needing new masonry, in a sense. So, yes, you do have a door to your front and a hallway to your right.
How far down the hallway are we able to see?
20 feet from his hand.
I have dark vision. If I stand at the edge of the hallway, I can see 60 feet in.
You can see 60 feet.
The hallway?
What do I see of that?
In that hallway, you just see that it does lead to a dead end. It looks like there's some type of stonework coming out of the left-hand side. Probably an archway of some kind.
Well,
Well, down this way looks a little bit worse for wears. Do we want to see what's behind door number 1?
I suppose there's no reason not to before we move on to the hallway.
Would you like a bit more illumination in these rooms before we make a decision?
I'm fine.
I would.
I just kind of give you a look like, yeah, I know. Like, you got this.
Yeah.
I reach down, I look around down on the ground to see if there is a piece of debris that would be strong enough to withstand being thrown.
A piece of wood. Yeah, you can find some loose stones, and you're able to find some scaffolding. It looks like would have been used either during recreation or painting of the ceiling or deconstruction of the ceiling.
Okay, then I'm gonna reach down and just grab one of the kind of fist-sized pieces of stone that I find, and I'm gonna cancel my light spell and I'm gonna cast it again on this stone.
Okay.
I'm just going to toss the stone, maybe midway into the hallway.
All right. Yeah. So you throw the glowing pebble down the hallway. It skips and rolls and hits a couple loose flagstone floor tiles. Rolls a bit, and you can see the end of the hallway. There is a faint shape in, I would say, the end of the hall, where it looks like it's just like a small archway. Not necessarily like a door, but a recess, if you would.
Okay.
And you can see to the stonework sticking out of the hallway.
Okay.
Out of the edge. Oh, wow, the left of the hallway. One moment. Stay hydrated.
Me too.
I just kind of take my mace and my shield up in both arms and I say, pick a direction.
I just kind of smile and look over at you two.
I say we check the door before we move to the hallway.
Sounds good to me.
I'm great at doors.
Go at it,
You've
Trench.
All
You've
yours,
already
buddy.
proved this.
Would anyone else like to prove their might against the mighty door?
My might shows in ways that don't involve doors. I
Perfect.
think this one's on you.
I go up and I try the handle.
You try the handle?
Yeah.
You die.
This door is unlocked.
Oh.
It is a little rusty as well, but you, after some fidgeting, you get so excited about the door, you start yanking on it, and it opens. It does open.
That was surprising.
Open! Once again, fantastic job, Trench.
What can I say?
Did you do
I'm
that?
good at what I do.
Did you do that? You did that. Okay.
I did do
No,
that.
go ahead.
He did do that.
He did do that.
After he does that, I would like to roll stealth. I would like to stealth.
Baby.
Go ahead and you may stealth.
Ooh.
That's really good.
How are you stealthing?
I guess I will stay away from the light, cling to the edges of the room
Okay.
that are more dimly
To be
lit.
fair,
If
there's
there
no
is-
more light anymore. Chia threw the light
Well,
down
he still
the
has his
hallway.
hand.
No,
doesn't
he
he?
had
No,
to break
I
that.
No, he cast
I
it
cast
through.
it onto a pebble.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So these
I
two
thought
were
that was
total
like an
darkness.
additional.
Oh no.
I felt my way to the door.
I think
Yeah.
I only have one light active at a time.
I
Okay.
believe so.
All right. So
So in utter darkness.
24. So it's 24. 2 stealth.
Okay. So you're just gonna slink along the wall.
Mm-hmm. If there's any kind of debris that I could use as cover from like the hallway or the door entrance, I'll kind of hang back while you guys go in and check the room, and then I'll move up when.
I still need to see.
That being said, I'm going to. Is the stone cast of light within reach of, say, a mage hand?
Yes.
I'm going
That's about
to
midway through the hall.
take my cigarette out, point it at the rock full of
He's a
light.
cool guy.
I'm thinking like Sanji. Anyway,
Wingardium Leviosa.
I pull it out. I just kind of levitate it towards me and then drop it right in Chia's hand, or I'm sorry, Illikin's hand,
What
and
do you-
just say, "Make sure you hold on to this. Trench is going to need it."
I don't understand, but will comply.
I reach my hand out.
Yeah, just give it to.
Here,
I mean, I don't say that. I'm not.
He does like shiny things.
here you go.
Oh, Crichton.
Love it.
The gem of the West is in my hands.
If I will be taking the lead, I would appreciate such a boon as being able to see.
You're more than welcome to it then.
Appreciate it.
I love that you close your eyes every time you speak.
Yes.
I guess I have to sling my shield back on my back, and then I point the light stone up and begin walking through the door.
You point the light stone up and begin walking through the door, and you can smell kind of this damp wood smell kind of musty a little bit, not quite moldy though. It fills the air, kind of starts billowing out of the room as well. You can see wooden benches sitting in file, facing. I wouldn't say facing, like there's four edges to a bench. I would say they're leading to the end of this room, a rectangular room here, and in the northeast corner. So you'll see when you're walking down. Benches. You're walking along like a torn, ripped rug kind of squishes beneath your feet. To your right at the end is a dais of sorts, a small rising there of stone where a statue stands. Kind of hard to see its features from this distance. To the left, you can see what appears to be another statue, albeit shorter, just off of the dais.
Okay. I give a quick whistle, and do a hand motion to gesture everybody else to follow me in.
You also have some of these pillars. There's about 6 pillars that separate the room. You can see the sconces of sorts, or torch holders, a few torches there. With the sound of the rug beneath your feet, you may be lucky finding a usable torch, but there are some torches in the sconces.
Have we seen any signs of the bandits yet that claim to be lurking? Like, have we seen any campfires that look like they've been put out? Is there like wood smoke smell in the air at all?
No. You haven't had any of those senses yet.
Well, you seem to be the knowledgeable one here. There's a statue right in the dais, right there. I could go take a look, but I would appreciate your keen mind to help me.
I like whatever that meme is where Homer like envelops.
Oh, I guess I turn
himself in the
around and
ocean. Just like come out of the shadows like that. And, like, okay. All right. So I will approach, and I'm not knowledgeable. I got lucky that one time.
Oh,
so I'll
I
try.
You succeeded once, and now Trench believes that you are good at this.
Well, now I feel compelled to keep up the appearance.
Right,
'cause,
yeah.
You know, I'm a proud person, so I guess I'll roll knowledge on this.
I would also like to roll knowledge.
Okay. Well, which of your knowledges?
I'm sorry.
I think you each have
I
various
have-
knowledges you can roll.
Yeah, I have history and arcana I can roll. I would do history, I guess.
Can I roll?
Okay.
Can I investigate the dais instead of rolling a knowledge?
Yes. Yes,
I
you
would
could.
like to investigate it.
While this is going on, Illiken kind of looks like he is spacing out, but in reality he is kind of making aware of everything around him, just trying to make sure if he sees anything that moves that shouldn't.
Okay. So, are you keeping up like a perception or
Yeah.
an investigation of some sort? Would you like to roll or use your passive?
I mean,
Decisions.
The way you described it sounded like it would be like a passive.
my passive perception is incredible, so I'd like to use that if possible.
Okay. And what is that?
It's 18.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. And you were rolling investigation.
I crit on the investigation.
You crit on
Yes.
the investigation.
I'm holding the flashlight up for Dad.
Yeah. Keep her steady,
making a
son.
It's making a weird noise.
All right. So with your investigation, you see that this is quite a smooth stone, almost marble. The statue that is on the dais is very weathered, actually. The features are kind of lost to time itself.
Never that.
It was a bit. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. Yep. So with this dais and the statue, you notice that the features are very worn, very weathered. The dais still seems very well intact. Again, made of marble. Looks like the statue may have been even older than that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't notice anything out of the ordinary about it. And you rolled.
History, and it was 11.
Well, I can't tell you who. It's obviously somebody important enough to warrant the statue. But there's nothing special about it. Maybe, I'm not as knowledgeable of sculptures as wall art, but...
You're not able to recall what these statues might have been. You don't have enough clues.
I relay nothing.
Since you two are closer, I'll let you know that the statue on the dais seems as though he's presenting a bowl. A large bowl with both hands. The statue to the left seems shorter, only because as you approach, it's actually a more slender statue. It appears as a she, is on one knee, holding her hands out. Her head, I guess, is positioned looking down.
So kind of like a...
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But she has no bowl. Only
She has
the
no
other
bowl.
one.
Yes.
Well, it seems like they want something.
The
Yes.
one,
Good
the
job.
one has...
Can we continue to look around the room?
Yes, you may.
I'm not noticing anything moving that shouldn't be.
You do not notice anything moving that shouldn't be.
I think I am going to then make an investigation check to more thoroughly look around this room.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just
I'm
looking for things out of place?
I'm noticing that the statue looks like it should be holding something. The other one's holding a bowl, so I'm going to look around and see if I can't find something that could conceivably fit in her hands.
Okay.
Like, that looks like it was meant to be there. Like a bowl or some other, ornamental piece.
Okay, sure. What is anybody else doing? You said,
That's a 10.
okay.
I kind of want to just start taking things out of my pack and putting it in the bowl. And if it doesn't do anything, I'm going to take it back out. And I'm just going through my adventure.
Tried and true strategy.
Bedroll.
True strategy. Could you roll me another... What was your investigation check the first
It was
time?
a crit.
It was a crit. Got you. Okay, you're still... You haven't really done anything else yet, have you?
No.
Okay.
He was looking around. He did what I was going to do. I'll start searching the room we came from originally.
Okay.
For anything that looks like it might match.
Before you would do that, Zevran, as you are investigating the dais, you do notice that there is some inscription written around the base of the statue. The statue sits in the middle of a ring of text.
Okay.
What appears it could be text. It could be runic markings for all we know.
Is it covered in something that's obscuring it? Can I clear it off?
It is a little dusty. You could clear it off. What languages do you know?
Actually, I think I only know Common. So,
Libyan.
yeah, pretty much.
Call yourself a royal.
You know what? Give me another history check.
Okay.
We'll see.
That is a 10.
You don't know how to read it, but you do know that it is sort of more of an ancient text. How we reference Latin,
Right.
it's not usually something that's very common, but we do know it was very prominent back. Not today. So you do recognize it. You do not understand it though. It is possible that somebody else in the party may be able to recognize it or understand it.
Okay. So I noticed that. Kneel down and I brush it off and take a closer look and I say,
You have not come across anything that is activating the statue.
"Look here, friends. There seems to be an inscription of some kind. I don't know how to read this. It almost looks like early Kusamon language, but I'm not sure. Does anyone know how to read?"
I don't know Kusamon, but do I know this? I know Draconic and Common.
You can give it a you can check it to see if you'd understand it. Go ahead.
Ooh.
So when he does lean over, he is able to decipher the text. Actually,
Oh, it's draconic.
Ah, so of
He
course.
said, "Ooh, it's draconic." I am now reading over his shoulder
all right.
to make sure it's comprehended correctly.
In much more ancient language than common. At the base of this statue, this was the one holding the bowl. It says, "Partake as your forebears in life and death."
I relate that to my compatriots.
I immediately kill myself and throw my body on the altar.
Oh!
Okay.
I pull my dagger from my pouch and hold my hand over the bowl and slice my palm and attempt to bleed into it.
I like
Okay.
wince as you do that. Like, ooh.
Take 1 point of damage.
And a negative 12 on your constitution.
Yeah, well, go for it.
My constitution's my second best stat. That's what
You drip the blood into the bowl that the statue is holding. You notice that the blood is kind of floating in the bowl. It's not quite mixing with whatever liquid is in the bowl.
Oh.
There's a liquid in the bowl. Okay.
There's a liquid in the bowl.
Let's take a look.
Well,
So there.
It floats as if oil and water separating.
All right. So there is something else inside of this bowl that I guess we never looked in it, huh?
it
You
says,
placed so was nothing wet when you took it out of the bowl?
I guess not. I put it on top of the bowl.
You pass it.
I love you, Travis.
I look in my adventuring pack and it's just soaked through. Oh!
No, none of your things were wet.
So you don't get to determine. He does.
Can I scoop my hand in the bowl like this?
You may. You
I
can.
did.
You can.
Before I get to try anything, I guess he grabs my hand.
Yeah. When you do scoop, you know how water runs out of your hand when you scoop. You do notice that the blood kind of runs off your hand.
But the rest of the liquid stays.
Uh,
Or is there no?
Only got some
not
blood.
that you really
Or-
know. It's you can only really see the blood,
Okay.
but it does roll off. It flows off your hand.
I'd like to knowledge Arcana on his hand puddle thing.
His hand puddle.
I will beat you if you hold me much longer.
That is a 16.
A 16. You can tell that this is, for lack of better terms, an enchanted liquid. It's not quite visible, but it also doesn't wet things.
Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Any better ideas?
Do we have a way of deciphering exactly what this liquid is before you ingest it and make my job a little harder?
How high on my body is this bowl? Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm not quite 6 feet. I say I'm 6 feet on my Tinder, but I'm actually like 5'10".
Oh, gotcha. Got me too.
I'll get close to home, damn it.
I'd say it's about mid torso.
Perfect. I do the sippy chicken and just.
You do. Roll me a Constitution.
I'm
save.
inside you now.
Yeah, I was like,
Not the first time.
Blood brother. Oh.
That
That's
is
not a good
a 12. I thought I had advantage on Constitution saving throws, but I don't.
I do.
Oh.
I got a 12.
unfortunate.
All right. You drink this liquid, and when you do, it has quite a foul taste. You will be taking disadvantage on attack and ability checks.
Poison!
For 4 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I rolled a d4 and it was max. I'd say that's bad. Like, problem.
I just kind of walk over and
Probability
start
says.
like looking you over for anything abnormal. How are you feeling?
It tastes bad.
Nothing's.
I
burning?
mean,
It doesn't necessarily ache, but you have an upset tummy,
No.
pretty much.
Doing great.
Well,
Yeah,
Tasty.
that'll happen.
taste
That'll be
aside, I'd
fine.
say that
What
you're looking
what
pretty
exactly
alright.
did the inscription say again as he translated it?
The inscription says, "Partake as your forebears in life and death."
So it seems like you had a good idea,
Of
but
I had the death part with blood. He had the life part with drinking from the bowl.
maybe the blood needs to go into the maiden's hands.
I was gonna say, could I wander over to the maiden and see if there are draconic inscriptions around her as well?
You may. And when you do,
Oh no.
there are draconic inscriptions. Not around her hands, but around just in front of the base, kind of like a plaque in front of the statue. It says, "Give as your forebears as they protected you from your waking breath." Did I write that correctly? Yeah, I wrote it.
Could I have that one more time?
Yeah, "Give as your forebears as they protected you from your waking breath." Not protecting you from your waking breath, but as if to say they have protected you since your first breath.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
I'm assuming you tell us this, or are you keeping it to
Oh
yourself?
yeah. I relay that to the rest of the party as well.
So, I mean, that makes me think of what I said again, where maybe she's the one that needs the blood, because if her inscription is to give,
Yeah.
the other is to partake.
You notice also on the plaque there's another part that seems like there could be letters. I'm going to say that you brush it off. And we'll get some more history checks here. It does read as Married's Charity.
What was that?
Married?
Married?
Married's Charity.
Married.
So as in a person named Merid.
Yes.
Okay.
Married apostrophe S.
I'm rolling
Charity.
knowledge history.
Yes.
Ooh, 5.
we go.
Okay, that's a little bit better. I got a 16.
There
16.
you go.
Got me a 21.
Pick it up.
21.
Boys. Pick it up.
All right. What did you get? 3.
Would, if this is a religious figure, it would be a 6.
In a sense, it could be. Still not high enough.
Still 6.
History rollers. That would be Illiken and Crichton. You recall a story of a maiden named Merid, and her generosity. I was going to say charity, but don't say that again. Her generosity was very well known. She became well known by traveling with Agador, and Agador was. I think I have that here.
Agador, son of Bagator.
Where did I put it? Where
Was
did I
that the
put
one
it?
that was killed with 3 arrows?
No.
Don't. I know who it is. Don't go off on a tangent.
That actually wasn't even nobility. It was like bastard nobility at best, because
my
he was
goodness.
just
You
a
asked
denizen
for-
of the
you-
throne.
You asked.
No, I sarcastically fucking
Oh,
brought it
big
up.
A.
You see, the way that it works is...
All right, we're strapping in.
Oh, it's on the back. I got it.
Save me from this.
Ready for
All right.
Jane's dissertation on Lord of the Rings.
So Agador was a storm druid. He brought rain to those who suffered from droughts. Merid followed Agador after he had saved her village from a decade-long drought. They scavenged for quite some time. She was so moved by his generosity that she herself offered the charity of feeding and, I don't want to say watering, the poor and hungry, providing sustenance for those.
Fascinating.
So, are we led to believe that this statue is a statue of Merid herself?
Yes.
The one who's giving?
The one who is kneeling.
If I may, I'm sorry.
I mean, no, you...
This statue is one of Merid, who followed along a storm druid who made sure to use his power to help others by nourishing them. And as such, she did the same. And I kind of walk over to it, her statue, where she has her hands out. Perhaps we're to give something that she gave once in life. And so, I raise my hands. I'm going to start casting Create Water.
Create water.
I'm going to pour the water from the palms of my hands into her palms.
Okay. Yes, it seems as though a faint light glows from the eyes of the statue, and you hear a click to your left. You do notice that a small portion of the wall does push back, kind of receding into the wall a little bit. Yeah. So you have given to Merid what she is known for. You gave her water.
Okay.
There were other ways, but you do have that. You did unlock I would say a secret portion of the wall.
Ooh.
So, did you think it would make sense then that this would be a statue of Agador?
Quite possibly. They are known for being around each other quite a lot in folklore.
If we would assume so, then what would it mean to partake as your forebearers in life as in death?
What can you partake of, both alive and dead?
Sleep!
Go ahead, take a nap, Trench.
Oh my
God.
I lay down in front of the statue.
So
and
literal.
just try to will myself.
You try to will yourself to sleep. Your eyes are open while you're trying to will yourself to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going hardcore
Through
at it.
pure determination.
Right.
Right.
Could you make a quick perception check?
Oh, that's not good. Or maybe it's great, I don't know. Perception's not much better. That's an 8.
Where are these hot dice at? Where are they?
I told you my dice weren't hot.
You notice that on the ceiling is quite a number of, because this is quite an old structure, there are some, which ones from the ceiling? Stalactites, C
Yes.
for ceiling, forming, and some water drips onto your forehead.
Are
So
you...
you drink stalactite?
I just kind of point up and I'm like, oh, that's why everything's squishy.
What? I kind of like look up. Oh, I guess that does explain a couple of things.
If you're looking up, also make me a perception check.
Okay. I have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
I'll be specific.
It's one of my items. Shut up.
Shut up, I can see things.
Plus 3 is 6. Actually, plus 6 is 19.
19. You are looking up at these stalactites, and you do notice that one of them wiggles and ripples.
Stand up, please.
You realize that some of these might not be stalactites.
Not everything on this ceiling is as it seems.
I slowly sit up and then stand.
As you slowly sit up and stand, the ceiling is relatively, I'd say that's dim light on the ceiling, reaching the ceiling from that light spout. The ceiling gets a lot darker, and as the ceiling gets darker, light is a cantrip.
Light's a cantrip.
It's dispelled. It's dispelled.
So 2 of our party are in complete darkness. And they're the only 2 who've been making steady progress aside from Waterboy.
Yeah. And
Cool.
I'm going to have to ask you at this point, ladies and gentlemen, to roll initiative.
Another +0 ability.
Initiatives is what we roll to see who fights first, the chicken or the egg.
Oh my god, look, I told you they were hot, buddy.
I got that crit.
Nice.
You did it. All right.
Cool, I just have no idea what the fuck's about to happen.
At least you can see.
That's true.
Homie.
Initiatives, please.
Oh, 21, but critical.
You got 9.
I got a 22.
And I got a 10.
Yeah, I'm last.
Oh, well, you was a sleepy boy. You're a little lethargic.
I was a sleepy boy, you know?
You're a little
Just
lethargic
follow
from
your
laying
destiny.
on the...
That's the reason.
You, gotta
And now I
leave.
can't see.
You were told by your loving brother to to go take a nap.
Okay, so
Not bro.
Step bro, I'm stuck.
the
Damn it.
the ceiling grows darker, and pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
3.
Yeah.
You pick a number between 1 and 4, excluding 3.
4.
1.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Sure.
Know your numbers?
Yes.
Who's number 1?
Me.
You not only not being able to see, you're like, what do you mean? Oh, the lights are out. Hello. And then you feel a relatively heavy thud on your head.
Ooh.
Not enough to knock you down, but there's a lot of moist around your head.
Uh-oh.
And didn't approve.
A lot of moist around your head.
Yes, a lot of moist around your
So we
head.
just dropped a cake on
Sounds
it.
like Friday night.
In another universe or context, that's actually not a bad thing, but
You hear that, Mullen?
In this one, it could be
A
blood.
good Friday night
What is
is
your
moist around the
this
head.
just reminds me of a couple days ago when there was a lot of moist around my head.
Oh,
Not after I reference Mullen.
let
No,
Preempt that with I went kayaking.
it involved injuries. Don't worry.
What is your armor class, Mr. Zevran?
18.
18.
That's a hell of an assassin.
Thank you.
You're able to actually wrestle. Well, that was from the shadows. Yeah. It does thump onto your head. It is a lot of moist, but you feel it slip off. It was not very adept at whatever it had done, whatever it is.
Okay.
But it didn't feel like a rock landing on your head, we'll say that.
It was like congealed dog saliva. We're gonna go with that.
Ew.
Yeah.
There are worse things.
I don't like that.
You are dark vision fellows. You noticed that over by Zevran, that your dark vision is obscured a little bit where Zevran stands. We're going to say that then Crichton is up.
So I cannot see near Zevran. So he just essentially kind of disappears or becomes vague.
It's obscured to the point of where I'd say that you cannot make him out. You can make out with him, but you can't make him out.
So I know some. I know some of the wood around the room was moist, but possibly to the point of burning. So. Oh, but I would burn the shit out of you if I did that.
Just, I don't know where it went. Blast it.
I was like, maybe I can set fire around the room, and it's
Right,
actual
to help.
fire, not magic. But I also don't want to burn us alive and or
Yeah.
burn you.
And this would be a quick
alive.
stream if you just burnt the entire temple down.
I was like,
could
hey,
just
we
get
keep
out of
walking
here.
in, and I'm like, wood. I'm like, man, I'm using a lot of ice spells, I guess.
No, give me some light, bro.
Well, it is stonework, the floors, the ceilings, the walls. The furniture is wooden.
Oh, I aim at a row of benches near
Zevron?
near Zevron. Is Zevron and Trench near each other by chance?
They were over
We were
by
ex-
the statues.
We were
Yeah.
expecting the days.
So, not necessarily where Zevron was, but maybe just slightly behind him. Is there benches or anything like that?
I would say, yeah, there's benches close enough to him, yeah.
Okay, I would like. I'm not aiming at Zevron in any way. In fact, I turn so that the edge of, let's say, a 15-foot cone would be just. Zevron would be just to the left of it. And I cast Burning Hand strictly on the benches.
Okay. You...
It allows me to... A thin sheet of flame shoots forth from my outstretched fingertips, which is a black and green burning flame. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, half as much. And the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that are not being worn or carried.
Okay.
So I'm attempting to light up the room.
Okay. Sounds good.
I would say that of the 3 benches in your in reach of your flame, that one of them, furthest from the center of the room, does catch fire, does illuminate. And you said there was a reflex save of what?
It is a reflex save of, I guess it has to be the spell save DC, 16.
All right.
This is my first sorcerer.
Well,
I don't play magic people.
oh, what? That's probably dexterity save. They don't use.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Dexterity.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right, and how much damage does that do?
3.
I'm sorry.
6. Nope, you're
Yep.
good.
There we go.
Ooh, magic.
Ooh, that's 6.
Oh,
Oh, that's a 1.
Shut up.
both extremes.
I got 11.
Right down the middle. A little bit better.
11. All right. Thank you. You do notice that something is giving out a screech in the darkness. There is still, even though the bench is illuminated, there still is a cloud of darkness surrounding the area.
So the thing eats lights.
You got this.
Eats light.
Okay.
I guess for my movement, I would like to position myself that the statue is in front of me, and in front of the statue would be Trench, where he was getting up.
Okay.
Okay.
You're standing amidst the, near the benches, near the statues, near
Can't see me be a
Trench.
pussy if you can't see me.
I'm 100% right.
No bonus action? No bow?
Unless I cast Quicken Spell, I don't have many bonus actions.
No bone?
My bone?
Yeah, we
All right, Zevran, you're next.
Alright, I can't see anything. Something gross just fell on my head and then slid off.
Yeah, the only thing you can see is what the fire is illuminating from the burning bench.
Do I see anything within the fire's light radius?
You can see sort of a cloud of darkness.
Can I somehow... I guess I would have to roll some kind of like knowledge check to determine if it was undead or not. Is that correct?
Yeah, you could roll I think as far as undead goes. We'll give you Arcana or Religion.
Okay. Well, I'm not good at either of those.
This is
But if
spirit.
it-
Solid start.
But if it is undead, I technically would have advantage on survival, perception, and insight checks.
Oh, against it. I got it. I understand.
So I was trying to work with that. But
Sir, give me a survival.
okay.
That might help. Might help. I'm very lenient.
Is it at advantage?
I have advantage. Well, yeah,
So
you're right. I don't know if I would have
So
advantage.
what would it be
so-
normal? What would it be with the
So
damage?
it would be 12. If it is advantage, it's a 14.
What gives you advantage?
If it's an undead, it's my favorite enemy.
Okay. And what was your regular?
12.
12. I would say that, yeah, that's good enough to know that this this would be a creature that dwells in caves or dark structures such as this, masquerading as either stalagmites, stalactites, known as a dark mantle.
Okay.
Dark mantles are kind of this, I would say, how do I want to describe it for you? Like a floaty squid, except between all of its tentacles is webbing, where it would wrap itself around its prey and feed. So it lands on its unsuspecting prey. It can emit an aura of darkness, which is why your low-level light spell was dispelled.
Okay.
So we're going to have to upgrade the wattage, so to speak.
Yes, you could.
I did.
We're going to go a little bit deeper into Flavor Town on this one.
Oh. Get some spicy light spells.
Spicy lightsies.
Okay. So then I would like to use... I'm assuming that doing that check was like one action. One normal action.
No, I wouldn't give you an action
No?
for that.
Okay.
No.
Then I'll use my cunning action to make my way, I guess whichever would be the furthest wall away from it. How far would that be from where I'm at? I mean, I guess I can't see. I don't know if I can see
You can
that.
see the big set on fire
Bench.
Bench.
There is a
so
bench set on fire.
If there is a wall around it, you can head towards that direction.
Well, the farthest wall would be the wall that you entered from, since you're all the way at the end of the room. And I'd say that that's about 40 or 50 feet.
Is there like... I'm assuming it's a longer room, so let's say the width walls. I'm assuming the bench is on the one end of the...
Yeah, there's it's split in the middle. There's benches lining alongside it. So
There are columns you can hide behind too.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
There's other benches you can duck behind.
I'm trying to like get up on the ceiling or something.
Oh.
Just trying to
Good
see
way
it.
to get on the ceiling.
Yeah, I told you that's why I said I have slippers of spider climbing.
Ooh, very nice.
what I would say
help each
is
other.
that well, the wall closest to you is gonna be about 10 feet away,
Okay.
5 feet away, based off where you were by the statue.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to travel across the room, that is within your movement speed.
All right.
30
I
feet?
just want to get further away from the thing.
Yes, absolutely, you could.
So I will use my cunning action to dash that way. Ideally, if my movement speed allows it, get high up on the wall, almost towards the ceiling, using the slippers.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah. All right. You climb up the wall, so you're able to dash. You get that as your rogue ability there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to use movement to climb the wall,
Right.
scale the wall, effortlessly. Your slippers. Well, we can make them boots. Although I love the idea
Of like
of you
squeaky.
being this like edgy assassin dude with
Right.
with like bunny slippers.
I want the big monster feet ones.
Yeah.
But it's spiders, so they have like little
Yeah.
things coming off of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
He
yeah.
actually killed a giant spider, made slippers out of them, and thus can walk on the wall.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
happens
like
when
that
you take a
story.
big arachnoid to Build-A-Bear.
Shoot him!
Alright.
You,
Set
yeah,
the whole place on
You're
fire.
able to get up close to the ceiling and you kind of wall grab it. Not wall grab it.
Yeah.
You're able to fire one off.
So we determined it's not undead, correct?
It is not undead, correct?
Alright. So that's a 26 to hit on the first attack.
Hot damn.
What?
I forgot we were level 8.
Okay. Keep looking at everybody else's attacks. I'm like, oh, I'm multi-class. That's right. I'm a shit.
I mean, I did too.
You succeeded. I threw a little percentile in there. You figured that you know that it emanates this certain darkness aura, and you aimed for the middle of that cloud. You do strike.
Yay!
Da, 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 da.
Nice.
The collective of
Yeah.
damn it.
It's 1+.
Yep.
Come on, it's not much math.
2, I believe.
2?
2 damage. I don't have
What are you
any
attacking
of my-
with?
My
Bow?
longbow.
Doesn't that add dex?
I didn't think that worked like that.
Does,
Okay.
Yeah, do longbows and short bows, like non-crossbows, give dexterity modifier as damage bonus? I don't think they do.
No.
No, I don't
So
think.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's
one
I didn't
damage.
think
Oh, well.
So-
Plus 2.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Alright, that's better than nothing. You landed a hit.
You do hear an arrow whistle through the air and a quick thunk, a nice wet thunk.
Ooh.
You do hear a little bit of a screech, and yeah, that would end your turn. We'll go over to Illikin.
I don't get my second attack.
Oh, you do get a second attack, then attack a second time.
Thank you.
Level 8.
Oh man, rapid
I forgot.
shot. Rapid
Level
shot.
8.
Yeah, rapid shot.
And that's 20.
Yeah.
20. You hit.
This works a lot better from stealth.
Yeah, shoot him.
Yeah, you do hit. I'm rolling percentiles for
Yeah.
you. You do hit
How
again.
am
How are
I?
your attacks so good? Mine suck.
I have like
Alright,
proficiency with the bow. My fighting style is
Archery.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright,
Like that's the only thing I'm good
Your
at.
bow's
I can
total?
hit it. I
Yeah.
can't kill it necessarily, but I can hit it.
So 7.
7 that time?
Yes.
If there's anything I learned from that memo is I played you need that sustained damage just right along with the burst damage.
You hit it yet again. Its darkness aura does dissipate,
Ooh.
but it is still kind of floating there, writhing in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That kind of changes my. Oh boy. So there is no more, like, auras of darkness.
No
like a
more
sad
auras of darkness.
dark
Okay.
whimper.
Yeah.
He pulled off all its tentacles, and now it's just sad.
I have a question about one of my cantrips. It says that at 5th level it becomes 2d8 damage, but I am not 5th level in the class that it comes from, but I am an 8th level
So
caster.
it would be as a 5th level spell.
So he
It says this spell.
Oh, at 5th, you are at 5th level. What spell list is it from?
It's from the cleric spell list. I'm a 3rd level cleric.
No.
Alright, so then it would just get its normal.
Yes.
Okay, so it wouldn't. Okay. Alrighty.
do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay. So I can see it's the only thing in this like room that is threatening us, so to speak.
Correct.
Okay. I am just going to take a couple of steps back. I'm going to reach my hand up, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at it.
Sacred Flame it.
Sacred
Okay.
flame.
So, Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, no covers.
Holy cow!
Covers.
Radiant damage.
Where's
Your D8.
my d8?
Come on, you have a whole bag.
This is horseshit. Give me
What
shit.
kind of saving throw is it?
Dexterity saving throw, and they have to make a 14.
Alright. I'll let you know he did not make it.
Okay.
Alright.
That's a scorchy blooper.
Just let you know there.
Okay.
Calamari on the dinner tonight, boys. Let's do it.
Okay, he takes 5 radiant damage.
He...
Is your fire green too?
No, I'll reach up, my tattoos glow green, and then it's just like a white fire, like, descends on him, and then it, like...
I chuckle and like hubrisly.
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 Tag it.
I'm above you.
Hashtag hubrisly.
Hashtag. No wait.
Hashtag.
Yep.
The radiant light smites this dark mantle. It does screech one last time and falls to the ground. And its tentacles are all like... as it lays limp.
Like somebody just poured soy sauce on it.
Yes.
Do not worry.
I want to
kinda-
try that.
I, like, walk over to the down
You
thing.
want to start a
like,
mukbang?
Oh.
I kind of, like, walk over, not all the way up on it, but I said, do not worry, little friend. You cannot die in a way that matters.
Oh.
I just kind of look at my mace sadly that I didn't get to hit anything.
I'm looking around the room because nobody said combat has ended.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I did move. I used an action. I'm pretty sure that Sacred Flame is an
Mhm.
action. Yep, one action. I'm pretty sure that's everything that I can do.
Okay. And that takes us to Trench. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Okay, alright. Well, I look around. You mentioned I don't see any other threats within the light of the entorched pews.
Correct.
So I will take a deep breath in, gather my my shield from my back, and bring my mace on high, and I will just put one of my copper claws on my chest, and I will cast Armor of Agathis at 1st level. Armor of Agathis gives me 5 temporary HP, and anytime something attacks me while I have that temp HP up, they will take 5 cold damage.
Okay.
Whoa, that's pretty decent.
And how long does that last?
It lasts for up to an hour.
What spellcasting class you got over there, buddy?
That came from my Oath of Conquest.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
It's normally a warlock spell.
Okay, so you armor yourself up.
So that was my action as a... I don't know. I guess I'm going to use my movement to just start, like, walking down the pews, just, like, looking in each one, seeing if I can find something to smack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll me a perception.
Ooh, someone's shooting fireworks.
Fireworks.
We haven't done yet.
Perception! It's a good old 13.
A 13.
A good old 13.
Oh. You are not able to locate any immediate dangers.
Okay. Then I don't think I can do anything really for my bonus action. I will just hold my shield close and I will watch out. I can't ready an action either because I will just prepare myself for whatever may come and pass
Okay.
turn.
All right. After he casts his spell and begins walking, checking for more immediate danger, I would like to know what Illikin's armor class is.
It is 13 at the moment.
I took care of this week.
13 at the moment. You feel a wet thump also on your head.
Wet thumps with the tights underneath.
Wet thumpy buddies.
You would take... You feel some sharp objects either
Uh-oh.
scratching at your scalp and wrapping around your neck. Right now, you are blind and you cannot breathe.
Oh!
I'm going to have to ask you to take 6 bludgeoning damage, please.
Okay.
Quick, kill the healer so everybody else can die.
Fast! Rolled a 4.
Quick.
And that will take us around to Crichton again.
I assume I can hear him just howling or
Well, not...
muffled howling.
You can hear some muffled whines for help, I suppose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, guys, we're screwed. This one understands how to take out parties.
This one understands combat tactics, run!
They're not entirely mindless. These are kind of like
What is this thing called again?
dark mantle.
These threat tables are whack. Turn on tank stance. God.
I'm sorry if I missed any extra flavor that was added. When Chia used holy light against this thing, did it have any kind of extra reaction or something like that? Something that maybe...
Yeah, it died.
This is why I play the people who just stab shit and be done with it.
I'll put this down here. All right. Ooh, too much equipment for that shit.
I don't even want to fucking help you now.
Fire off a cantrip.
I am. I'm gonna aim right for Zillian's face and
Illikin.
Illikin. Sorry, Zillian. Illikin's face, and I'm going to use the cantrip Chill Touch.
Chill touch.
Shit you to hell.
Oh, 120 feet. Back up. Let me play my character. Back up.
It used to be.
Used to be. You used to have to touch him. Now I can just... No.
Oh,
Ghost hand. No.
by the way,
Got that Corona
No.
spells.
I didn't know
No.
if you knew this or not, but when something attacks me, it gets disadvantage.
Cool.
If something deals me damage, then I lose that ability until the start of my next turn because I have the Cloak of Displacement. I don't know if that will mess with anything
That
that
would
just
have been
happened.
great to know before
Well,
the thing attacked you.
To be fair, that's on
The Dungeon Master knew my magic items.
I didn't.
Don't blame the DM.
You're
I rolled
expecting
again.
a lot out of him. He's got to keep track of a lot of
he
stuff
still would've
over
hit.
there. Cut the guy some slack.
Okay, that's
He
fine.
still would have hit.
Okay, so
Anyway,
until
I
my
created-
next turn, I don't have that ability.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, from my non-cigarette hand, I extend out, and you see just an ice skeletal hand reach across and just kind of smack at me.
That's awesome.
I want to smack
Smack the
your
baby.
name in the face at the same time of hitting this thing, but not necessarily hit you in the face. On a hit, I have to make a ranged spell attack against a creature. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage, and it cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn. And
Sounds
until then,
good.
the hand clings to the target. If I hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls, but I don't think that matters for this one. Okay, I had that right.
Yep.
That's That's a good one.
That's great.
That's a 23.
Yep.
Wow. Fantastic.
You do hit
Save me.
quite strongly.
Save me so I can super heal you later.
I have a bad feeling.
2.
Oh.
6.
6 total.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
6 necrotic damage.
Yes.
That changes everything.
If that changes anything, 6 necrotic damage.
Okay, you do hear like a slight whining coming from this thing. To you, it's extremely loud. Very deafening. Very deafening.
And again, it also, basically, I slap it and then hold on to that booty of that thing until my next round.
It has the most luscious squid butt you've ever seen.
Just kind of
Damn,
like,
son.
I'm just like molding it with the ice hand. It's thick though.
I can't appreciate that.
I'm nice and safe where I'm at as of right now. I think for my movement, can I just kind of look up at the ceiling and see if there's any squiggly squagtites gonna fall on fucking me?
Sure, you can look up. Give me a perception.
Oh.
1.
Yeah, it's a 1.
You do not notice
At
any
least I failed that.
squiggly
Shit, I
squids.
don't notice squiggles. Cool, I'm cool.
And that'll take us to Zevran.
The thing still in your face.
Yeah.
I wouldn't shoot an
I
arrow
was
at
gonna
it.
say. I mean, I don't think that's a good call.
I was like, ice dagger? Wait.
Quick question: what is the terrain we're in considered like underground or like caverns? We
I
were
would
in a
con-
forest first. So.
Yeah, I would consider it underground.
Okay.
Did you min max and take underground stuff as your favorite
No,
terrain?
I took mountains.
Okay. We're in a mountain. We were on a cliff face.
See, that's why I was asking, but understandably we're inside the mountain.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. I mean, if it ain't shooting this stuff, I'm not too good at anything else.
You can ready in action.
Those are the type of characters I usually play. I can stab shit really hard.
Maybe you know just how to kill it if you shoot it.
And me.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that idea.
Alright, I'm gonna kill the thing. I'm gonna coup de grace the healer.
I don't have like precise shots, so I don't even like want to risk that.
Well, I mean, he's got his bony fingers wrapped around this thing, and I can still kind of defend myself if I don't worry about breathing.
If I crit on this arrow and it flies straight through it and your cranium,
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
crit
true.
on a precise shot, that means you get a precise shot.
I mean, you if you're afraid to shoot at him, which is obviously one option, you could, I mean, shout a directive
Yeah, you
for the fella who's not looking in that direction and possibly may not know that his ally is being
okay, yeah.
You can.
So-
launched on.
Hand holding by the DM.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Because, I mean, you are in a team, your characters do speak.
Right.
And you can speak in combat.
Okay.
Just
The ice.
I can't.
Yeah.
what?
I just yell out. I yell out to you because I obviously saw you hit him, but I yell out to Trench. Say one of them's got Illiken. Go help him out, and then I want to roll to stealth.
Roll
Trench
two
is just gonna
steps.
smack him in the face.
I mean,
You don't know that.
After 2 years.
2 stealth. I have advantage.
That's way better.
21.
All right. You kind of slither your way up the wall a little bit and find some dark crevasses to hide yourself amongst, waiting for an opportune moment to strike.
Okay. And I
If
just
that's
want to keep an eye out for any more enemies, so I guess that would be my passive perception
Okay.
taking into play there. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm just going to, like... I didn't technically use an action besides moving to stealth. No, that's only attack, so I only get 1 action still, right? If I have 2 attacks, is that just considered 2 actions?
You have to take
Attack
the
is an
attack
action.
You has to be.
You have to take the
Alright,
attack
so
action
then
to get your second attack.
I stealth. I guess that's it.
Okay. So after Zevran, we do have Illiken. You may try to break free of this stranglehold, baby.
Will that cost me an action, or is it just something extra?
I'll let you try it on your turn.
Okay.
Be generous.
Benevolent.
All right. So I have a 0 modifier for strength.
That's the spirit.
So here we go. It's a 14.
You, in a panic, worrying about suffocating, are able to rip the tendrils from around your neck and kind of either toss it aside, duck out of the way. It is no longer strangling you.
Can I toss it straight on the ground in front of me?
What's your strength score?
Oh, I have a 10 in strength. It's a 0.
Go ahead, give me a strength roll.
Okay. 9.
9. You try to throw it onto the ground, but it kind of dips its way back up because it's kind of flying.
Oh, it's like flies.
floating.
Okay, then I am going to...
You almost hit the ground.
Seeing as though there were more of these things, and they seem to react badly to radiant damage, and they seem to be able to hide on the ceiling, even without auras of darkness, I'm going to point my hand upwards to the ceiling. How high is the ceiling right in here?
I'd say it's about 30 feet.
That's perfect. I'm going to point my finger up and point at the ceiling. My tattoos are going to glow green, and I'm going to cast daylight on the ceiling, which I will describe for you right now.
Daylight on the ceiling.
I was gonna say, why is John Cena here?
Pretty sure it's 60 feet of bright light.
I didn't mean for it to
All right,
start
here
off
we
that
go.
way, but it did.
A 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. If you choose a point on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object with and moves with it, completely covering the afflicted objects with an opaque object such as a bowl or a helm blocks the light. If any of this spell's area overlaps with an area of darkness created by a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell that created the darkness is dispelled.
Okay.
Dispel my cantrip. Dispel your shit!
Yeah.
All right. You do cast daylight, and on the ceiling you can see rocky formations. Obviously, it would cast shadow, but the room is quite decently illuminated, I'd say. And aside from shadows being cast from the pillars and what's on the ceiling.
Okay. From the daylight, I don't notice any other of these, what were they called? Dusk?
Dark mantles.
Dark mantle. I don't notice any more dark mantles
You
hanging
do
from the ceiling.
not notice any more dark mantles, no.
Okay, so this area is lit. Like, we see
Lit
everything.
fam.
Yeah, we're lit, fam.
Lit fam!
Oh, that's spitesy lightsy.
Roll a dice to see how lit we are.
Alright, here we go.
Ooh, that I got a 1 though, actually.
You're not lit.
Way to be the dungeon master.
So that was your action.
Yeah, that was my action. For my movement, I'm actually going to... What's your character's name again?
Trench.
Trench, that's right.
Trench.
I'm going to move over towards Trench, because if something else, for some reason, drops onto my head, I'm going to be next to the strong guy who can rip it off.
Alright, sounds like a good idea. And what would Trench do in this situation?
Trench leaves his side immediately.
Alright,
Walks up to the
behind him.
squid
That's
and
cool.
says, "Finally!" And just... no, this isn't a two-handed weapon or a versatile weapon, so with just... BAM! BAM! I'm gonna smash it into the ground twice.
Do you remember at the beginning of the story
The
where you
first
said,
attack
"Don't
is a 19.
You hit?
That damage is 8 plus 4 is 12.
There you go. Big boy numbers.
Do I get to hit it again?
Yeah, you can.
That is 25.
Wow.
Oh, give
That
me
also
another
is
8.
a hit.
Give me another 8. That's a 5. So that's 9 total damage on the second
Beatsy
strike.
boy.
So 12 and then 9?
Yes, 21 total bludgeoning
you-
damage.
You
Big damage.
destroy it. It is in pulps. It is done. Ladies and gentlemen, it is done. You
Well done.
hit it
Squid.
twice. 2 very well-placed squid smash strikes.
Squid smash.
Add it to your list. It's one of your special moves now.
You have created squid jelly. Doesn't taste good.
Can we bottle it?
Not
You got
That's
a
fine.
bottle?
And with that, you your sixth senses are calling that no imminent danger is present.
Okay.
We have
Wipe off my mace.
2 dead dark mantles on the ground.
Experience, please.
Oh my god.
Experience.
Shut up.
Nope, no experience because you got choked.
Oh.
Choky chicken.
I killed one. I still.
Yes?
I would like to mage hand one of the dark mantles and try to place it in the bowl.
Okay.
It's death.
Um,
it is death. It's death.
It's a corpse.
You do are able to lift the Dark Mantle's dead body and put it into the bowl, and the recess in the wall closes, no longer granting access to whatever could have been behind it.
Just toss it. Just toss it out.
I just mage handed out the bowl and fucking throw it over my shoulder.
And unfortunately, the water has been tainted and cannot be brought back.
The water was already fucked up in the bowl, or whatever that shit was in the bowl.
I guess it wasn't affected by not human, but
Either way, I guess it's
not
tainted beyond repair
not
now.
monster
Fucked it.
blood. Okay.
Oh, we didn't get
Yeah.
to check the secrets yet.
No
Alright,
secrets.
I mean, we know it's a hollow
But-
wall.
That's true.
Trench.
We don't have Chris here. Can't just make a
that was
window.
Corey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But we do have, yeah. So you've kind of gotten a bit of a taste of the combat there. I thought you guys were going to take a little more damage. I was hoping, so I'm going to have to step it up later on.
boy.
So with that, there still is. Roll me perceptions, please.
So I guess we're just going back if I thought
Is this site based?
What's that?
Is this site based?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I fail.
All right. Yeah.
got a 16.
24.
I also got a 24.
16, 24, 24, and
9.
9. The 24s are able to notice that there's kind of like this, like a very faint tapestry that is on the wall, and I would say that's on the eastern side of the wall, is kind of moving, blowing as if there's a slight breeze behind it.
Except you absolutely don't see that.
I will
Fucked up the water.
go over and
I'm well aware.
observe the tapestry and kind of like
Start peeking.
pull it and look peek behind it.
Yeah, when you peek behind the tapestry, you you notice that there's a sharp cut in the stonework. Wide enough to get your fingers in.
Put my fingers in there. Play Silent Hill.
Kids, don't put your fingers in cracks.
Get a yes first.
Despite
Get
I was gonna
permission,
say, despite
then
that,
put your fingers in cracks.
Despite that advice, I'm going to do the exact opposite of that advice and feel around the crackies with my fingies.
All right, you're feeling around the crackies with your fingies, and you feel a pushy.
Oh,
And when your finger touches the pushy,
that's
the portion of the wall slides open.
yay!
Good pushy.
Good pushy.
Not the same sliding wall part.
No,
No.
this is a different wall.
Do we still know where it slid past, like, earlier
It was-
whenever it opened up?
It was on the opposite wall.
Okay.
Kind of just opened up a little bit.
But
I'd like to see someone break that open.
I do.
There's plotting.
That is very risky.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Y'all keep fucking around with the
Yeah,
push,
you keep
the,
yeah,
the,
pushy.
with the cracks
Keep playing
and
with
the
your
fingies.
pushies.
Oh, I was
Keep-
actually talking about Trench doing something, and now Trench is doing something.
Well, Trench is trying to recruit
Okay.
Buddy to do something.
Okay,
Well-
so the wall, the section of the wall behind there
Yes.
slides open when I find the button.
Yes.
What do I see now?
Inside that
I'll
wall,
try it. I know.
inside that wall, you do see it appears to be as like this is a wooden floor in here.
Okay.
It appears to be an office or a study of some type. I would ask you to roll a Constitution save for me, please,
Okay.
Exactly.
Mr. Zevran.
Just as a preamble, I do have the Necklace of Adaptation, which, if I'm remembering correctly, makes me immune to any, like, breathing, any kind of, like, poison air, anything like that. I'm going to bring that up just to make sure, just in case, was the one thing
I can bring it up if you want to keep going.
Okay. Well, I'll just roll for it. Let's call... Are you talking to me or are you talking to me?
I was talking to you, but I didn't fuck with you.
Okay.
It was there.
So yeah, Constitution, he's going to look that up and make sure we understand the exact wording. Constitution is 19.
What's the name of it?
Necklace of Adaptation.
All right. Even if it does allow you to do that, the foul stench of decay that emanates from this room doesn't really bother you that much. Being a bow for hire doesn't really get to you.
You're not immune, you have saving throws. But you can breathe
Advantage
normally.
on saving
Advantage.
throws against harmful gases and vapors.
Got you.
Thank you. And rough
Vapors.
weapons, apparently.
Yeah, so with that, you are able to, kind of stem the nauseated feeling you kind of got when
Right.
you smell the rotting corpses that you now see on the floor in this study. They're kind of scattered about the room, very dismembered.
Okay.
But in this room, you see a lantern that has a couple mushrooms in it. There's like a cluster of mushrooms that are glowing, kind of used as an endless source of light. These mushrooms, kind of planted here in a lantern, are
Okay.
used as fuel there. You can see a bookshelf along the western wall, filled with deteriorated books, covered in mold. There's a lot of water damage. It's damp in here. There's a desk as well, and that would be on the northern wall. There's books scattered about, and when you get a little closer, you can see that it's kind of spattered in blood. Clearly, this room's quite messy. But you also notice looks like a looking glass. It looks like a magnifying glass of some sort. Brushing that off, you notice that the lens is more of a clear-cut gem rather than glass itself.
Mm-hmm.
Looks expensive. It's the
Okay.
most expensive thing in
I
this place
assume-
that you've seen.
I assume that this room is fairly well lit if I can see all that.
Yeah, from those lanterns, they're pretty well lit.
Okay. And like standing where I'm at, is like the whole room within my vision?
Yes,
Okay.
it's not a very large room.
No other entrances. It's just like a little closed off, like seclusive study.
Yes.
Okay. And I see a bunch of dead, dismembered bodies, but nothing that has caused it.
Right. You do have some free sources of light as well.
Okay. I would like to go over to examine the.
Benevolent.
Because he gave us torches last time and nobody took one off the wall.
Yeah. So I will go inspect the lantern.
All right. This lantern is made of brass with little glass panes. Again, the bottom half I'd say is soil, where these cluster of fungal pods are growing. The fungus does glow I would say a very pale blue color.
Okay. Is it on like some kind of pedestal? I assume. Or
No,
like...
one is sitting on the desk, and the other is hanging from a hook on the wall.
Okay. I would like to grab both lanterns, stuff the magnifying glass in like a pocket or a bag, and return to the others with said things.
One thing you did notice about the magnifying glass, by the way, I did forget to point out, is that not only does it look like it's cut from gems or a gem, but it was a very rich blue color, quite a large sapphire, I would say.
That's worth some money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? You said you were trying to say something to me before that.
I guess while that was going on, I'm gonna look at the wall that closed off whenever the dusk creature was thrown into it, and I'm gonna walk over it. I'm gonna try to inspect it to see if it's like I kind of like rap on it with my knuckle to see if it's still hollow or if like the wall behind it has also filled up.
It is still a solid stonework.
Like thick stone.
Yeah, at least 3 inches of stone, as far as you can tell.
Okay, I walk back over to the two statues and I inspect inside of the bowl to see what the situation is.
You inspect the inside of the bowl. Did you ever throw the dark mantle out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see some black inky blood, and still a little bit of elf blood in it. Still kind of floating. It is. It's actually kind of pretty. You know, like you do like the tie dye.
Oh, of like, blood and darkness and shit. Like, okay.
That's my kind of tie-dye.
Oh yeah.
It's all mixed together, or is it like resting on top of it, or?
You do have it is resting on top of the liquid.
Okay.
You would feel as though this has been tainted somehow. And what I might recommend is taking a look at some of your magical items.
I was actually taking a look at that.
Not mine.
I pull out my water skin. I take a look, and I'm kind of like fidget with the bowl just a little bit to see if it moves any, like with just like slight touch.
The bowl does not move.
Okay.
It is crafted onto the statue.
Then I suppose what I'll do is I'll open up my water skin as far as I can get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll scoop up all of the liquid into the water skin.
Right.
I'll close it off.
Okay.
Give it a couple of shakes. Listen to it.
What does it say?
It sounds wonderful. And then I open
It tasted
it back
awful.
up. And I pour it back in.
You pour it back in.
When it comes out, it is affected by the purify food and water.
All right.
Or it should be. I'm not sure.
Well, it indeed is. You notice that the inky ichor and the elf blood is now gone. It comes out as water this time around.
Oh.
Yes.
I pour it back into the bowl and I kind of take a look over at the wall and see what happens.
And when you do that, the wall does open slightly. Once again, a small portion of it that you could, should you peek into, maybe see what's behind it.
All right. I just kind of like...
So wait, now we got the bowl statue correct.
Well,
And,
we've
we reset it.
No, we
It
never
seemed
had the
like-
bowl statue correct first. We
Yeah,
had
we
the
did.
Right.
giving maiden first.
Right, the
Right.
bowl statue was poison and now it's water. We still don't know if that is correct. We've gotten to the same point we've gotten to last time.
But with a different
fixed
with a different statue.
No.
Yes, because the one he poured
Right.
water into was the girl giving.
That was what opened the panel, and then when you put
So
the
fucked up the
monster
bowl
in
and brought
there,
it back.
it reset it. So we still were back to where we started, where we had the one solved, but we don't know.
Yeah, for some, like, whenever we came in, I guess, the...
Can I take another sip?
Oh my god.
Sure, take a sip.
Okay, great.
I kind of like what you go to, and I'm like, wait, just 1 second until we find out what's back here.
I'll take a sip.
10, 9.
Oh, jeez, I walk right over to where it is opened up, and
You-
I peer inside.
You peer inside, and some of the light flickering from the bench that's still ablaze is dancing through the crack of the stone wall, and you can see a small, I would say, a gift box, kind of like a small lock box.
Ooh.
Okay.
2, 1.
Yeah.
You do drink from Mr. Agador, and he feels blessed. He feels honored that such a strong warrior would drink his water. And what happens is the door slides open even more. You have both washed and gave water to Ms. Merid, and you partook of Agador's blessed waters.
Yay!
Much better this time. Well done.
I just like clap.
I soak it up. I love the attention.
I just like walk even closer. I'm just like,
Oh yes.
If he's walking closer, I'm walking into the room with the gift box.
Distracting.
lighting a
I,
cigarette.
I take like
I-
a step.
I come back in, I guess, as all that unfolds, and I just pass off a lantern to Trench and take mine with me and follow them into the new door.
Yeah, I'm going straight in.
All right. You were the first one to claim you were being jovial with the jovial jester, jovial
Zealot.
zealot, and our sneaky little even though he's not the rogue,
I light a cigarette going right by him.
sneaky little sorcerer,
Later, guys.
you walk in, check the lockbox, and you do see a another sapphire. Finely cut sapphire. It's in this lockbox. You open it up in a velvet kind of wrapping, or inset, is a sapphire.
Okay. I make sure I do not touch the gem at all. Just touching the. Is the velvet movable? Like I can bring
Yes.
it up. Okay. So I wrap it up nice and neatly and bring it out.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of like hold it close to my chest, but bring it and present it to the rest of the crew.
Oh, we are really coming across some valuable looking things today.
I pull out the magnifying glass and show you all that as well.
Do the two sapphires look similar?
No, but they're both pretty. Oh, the sapphire that Crichton has is only about 2 inches in diameter.
Okay.
Whereas the looking glass that Zevran has is, I would say, about 5 inches in diameter.
Out of character, did anybody bring detect magic?
I thought I had it, but apparently I
that a
only have
spell?
detect poison and
that's a spell.
disease.
Okay, so nobody has detect magic. That's awesome.
I thought I did.
I didn't prep it either.
But if he's waving his magnifying glass around, what are you doing with that magnifying glass?
How
Just for
about you-
shits and giggles, I inspect
I'm
the
gonna say,
sapphire.
How about instead of him holding our hand the
No,
entire
that's-
time, let's speak of
Fine, man.
He's just fucking walking us through the campaign.
He's like, y'all are gonna get stuck here forever. We'll be here all night. Alright, so yeah, I do. I'm like, well, these look similar.
And when you do that, you can see through the looking glass that the sapphire that Crichton, I'll get it by the
Kratos,
by the
I'm
end of
calling
this.
Chia the entire
Kratos,
time.
Kratos and Triton, just
Crichton.
All right.
I'll remember it now. So whenever you look at that sapphire, you do notice that it does glow. It is a magical sapphire.
In character, does anybody know how to cast detect magic?
I'm pretty sure the sapphire magnifying glass is allowing us to identify magic.
well, I can tell you it's not poisonous, but there is something magical about that gem.
That
The
magnifying
gemstone.
glass tells you if something's poisonous?
I was about to say, I'd go,
Give it a lick. Let's see what happens. Don't give it. I pull away. Get your
Yeah.
fork tongue the fuck out of here.
Damn it.
Take that.
Yeah, you can hold on to that.
So we now officially have 2 gems, or essentially a fine gem and what is essentially
A
magic detector.
Yeah, magic detector on a magnifying glass.
The issue is I fear that neither of these things are what we're in search for. I think we should move along to the next passageway.
agreed wholeheartedly.
Yeah, but money does equal power. But
That's a lot of money.
I would venture to say that money is not going to be worth anything if these rifts stick around.
That is
I'll take
a
that.
I would also
valid argument.
be willing to bet if we found that within the first room of our crawl, imagine the wonders that lie beneath.
Precisely
all
my
up.
thinking.
No
Gretch.
fingerprints, nothing. Wrap
How
it all up
exciting
nice and
to
neat.
call it a crawl.
I'm gonna shove it in my pocket. And
Okay. All right.
is there anything else around that room?
Nope.
Okay.
There is nothing in particular. Nothing standing out. Nothing.
So back to OG hallway. I
Eventually,
say.
we take a trip down the archway and put Dragon Man first.
Hold the lantern high above me and lead the way.
All right.
Whoever would like to follow.
I
I'll
still
come right
walk.
behind you.
You certainly could do that.
I'm always covering our 6.
This was our. We've only been through a few rooms here, but I wanted this to kind of play into getting you to think a little bit. We do have to make sure that this is, there's going to be some puzzles in here. There's not going to be too many. Be creative.
Yeah.
Think. We're hitting our 2-hour mark. And I do promise you the second half of this, well, I guess the next 2/3 of this dungeon are going to go by quickly.
Okay.
So, to set the scene, you start traveling down the hallway, and through your ear holes, I don't know why I said through. You are able to hear some chattering at the end of this hallway at the next room. The door is open a little bit when you do reach it. And when you look in, you peek in, and we're going to do like a cliffhanger, like cut here.